What's up guys, LJ here from G-Tech, and I'm back with an unboxing and a review of the BodyGuardz armor for the MacBook Pro 15-inch. So I contacted BodyGuardz and they were kind enough to send me a review product of their shield, as they call it. Basically right now I've been using the Incipio Feather for the MacBook, and I've noticed, as you'll be able to see here, that the problem with these kind of cases is they do recommend to clean it out at least once a week, but obviously I don't think many people do that. And as you can see, I basically take mine off like about once a month, and you have all this dust that forms under the case, which in the end ends up scratching your MacBook. So as you can see, I have a bunch of little scratches here and there, all over there. And it's mostly on the bottom, not on the top. So this one, like the invisible shield, will protect your MacBook from scratches, except it will give a carbon finish to your MacBook. So that's really interesting. So basically it comes like this, shows you, as you can see right there, for the top of the MacBook, the bottom, and it also comes from around the trackpad. So that's pretty cool as well. So I'm going to show you each part. Right there, you see that's the trackpad one. And then, let's see, okay, here you have the top of the MacBook. So it does leave an opening for the Apple logo, so it does shine through, so that's cool as well. And let's see, and then you have the bottom one, which also comes with the side, so you can see that right there. And then the front, so that's cool as well. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to install this. Basically what I'm going to use is, this is going to be probably easier than a normal screen shield, because you won't have to, I doubt you'd have to worry about little dust getting under it, but you still have to be careful. So basically what I'm going to use is the eye clear spray. So basically I use that to install all my screen shields, because I always do the wet install, as they call it. So basically you spray the MacBook completely, or whatever device you want to use. You want to spray your hands so you don't have any dust. Spray the film completely, and then I'll be able to move it around. And then a clean cloth, and this is a squeegee so you can move the bubbles out. Alright, so you want to start off by cleaning your MacBook to begin with. You want to make sure it's completely clean of any dust, so nothing gets underneath. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Looks wise, it looks really cool, really professional. I really like the feel of it. It really does feel like carbon. Then you can still see the logo right there. Then at the bottom, you have it there. And then at the top, in the handrest there, see I installed that around the trackpad as well. Installation wise, it's very hard to install. Compared to like invisible shields, you don't have to worry as much if dust gets underneath, because you're not going to see it, obviously. But it was still very, very hard to install due to the large surface. One thing I did notice, it wasn't perfectly cut to the dimensions, because as you can see right there, on this side it's perfectly set right there. On this side it's a little off. This side it's a little off. And then this side is a little off, like way off on this side. The problem is, it's not that I didn't put it straight, it's that, look, if you say like right there, it's fine there, and then here it's covering the plastic, and on this side it's covering the plastic as well. If I want to move it, let's say this way, so it doesn't cover the plastic there, it's going to cover even more plastic there. So you can see it's not completely cut straight. If you're not used to doing this, and I'm used to installing the screen shields and all that stuff, and now it's still very, very hard. So I definitely recommend, if you can have someone, a professional, do it for you, I would definitely recommend doing that. And then the top wasn't as bad, obviously. The front is pretty much cut pretty well, but again, it was hard to install. And then here, as you can see, the sides are not completely stuck on yet, but if you give it some time, then it's going to eventually completely stuck to the MacBook. And then there you can see it's not completely, like I'd have to probably cut this a little bit because it's going over. But overall, I would definitely recommend this. I mean, I used to have a case, and it does, it does add a lot of bulk, a lot of weight to your MacBook, and it takes away to the cool finish of the MacBook. So, I mean, this is kind of a compromise in the middle. Of course, you can't drop your MacBook and expect the shield to protect your MacBook, but if you, if you scratch for scratches, then that will definitely protect the MacBook. So it's definitely, if you're careful to begin with your MacBook, then I would definitely recommend that. If you have a tendency to drop your computers, then I would not recommend this. But looks-wise, I mean, it looks really professional. I really like the feel. As you can hear, it's really like of a carbon feel, so that's really nice. Alright guys, so I'm back after 1 day of use of the carbon armor shell for the MacBook from BodyGuardz. So basically, what I had yesterday when I installed it, I did have a lot of trouble installing it, especially the bottom part. You can see the bottom part isn't perfectly straight. You see there, it's straight but not there. So basically, it's obviously hard to install. I'm not saying it's probably, it is probably cut to size, but it is very hard to install, especially the bottom. So maybe, like I said, if you could have someone install it for you that are professional at installing these kind of films, I would definitely recommend. The top is, I did pretty much got it perfectly on point, so that was pretty easy. From the first time that I installed it, the corners didn't stick properly, but I'd say after about 5 hours they pretty much stuck on their own, and now it's pretty much perfect. You can't see any glue, it's perfectly stuck on there. Then I also added the sides. The sides were very easy to do. I didn't use any solution, nothing. You can see it goes there. Then you have the one over the disk drive. Then you have two little ones, one there, and then one there, and then you have one there. So now for the trackpad one, I did have a lot of trouble for that one. I did use the wet install for this, and I had a lot of trouble. And basically what I noticed is my trackpad started acting up after the install, so basically some solution got under it and damaged the trackpad. So now I'm going to have to change the trackpad, so not a good deal there, but so definitely I would not recommend using the wet solution for the trackpad area. I did use the solution before to clean my MacBook, no problem, but there, getting frustrated, of course it's hard to do in front of the camera, put too much solution in and ended up going into the trackpad. But, trackpads are like $50 on Amazon, so not that big a deal. So basically this one I did take it off, put it back on the paper film, left it overnight, and then I tried it again the next day. And I did try it without any solution, and it stuck on pretty good. It's not perfectly straight on there. You can see there, you see a little bit of aluminum there, but none there, so I might have to trim there a little bit. But overall, I mean, definitely, after a one day of use, I definitely love this thing. It feels great in the hands. You can hear, it's just a great feel. It gives a great look to your MacBook. Honestly, I almost prefer this look than the normal aluminum MacBook look. Looks very professional. Looks really good. You can see the logo when it shines through. Looks really nice as well. The only problem, I mean, overall, you can't really see that I had problems for the top. I mean, it looks pretty dead on there. And then the bottom one is the one that pretty much had the most problems. But like I said, if you can have someone install it for you, I definitely would recommend. But even if you can't, it's complicated. But if you take your time, don't rush it, and then you're gonna eventually get it. And it's not especially if you can take it off and take it off, put it back on. Not that big a deal. Like I said, I took the armrest there off. I even put it back on the film. Did it again one day after, and it stuck on perfectly, and it's not moving. So great quality stuff. I definitely would recommend this if you don't want have a bulky case on your MacBook. It does still protect it and looks very, very cool. So as always, I put all the information in the box below where to buy the film and everything. So I'd like to thank the people at BodyGuardz again for sending me this product, and it's been LJ from Tech signing out. Peace.